My beloved child, listen closely because a verdict has just been issued in the highest courts of heaven concerning your life, and the ruling is in your favor. You might feel like your world is standing still, but right now, in this very microsecond, the promises I spoke over your soul are being activated and pulled from the spiritual realm into your physical reality. This is not a drill, and this is certainly not an accident. You did not click on this video by chance. You are here because my spirit orchestrated a divine appointment to remind you that your waiting season is officially expiring. Listen to me. Do you trust my promises, or are you just wishing on a star? There is a massive difference between hoping for a miracle and trusting in the God who performs them. Hope is a beautiful start, but trust is the nuclear button that activates my power in your existence. Trust is the weapon that shatters every gate that was slammed in your face and silences every critic who whispered that you would never make it. If you want to see the walls of your struggle crumble, you must stay with me until the very end of this message. Because the breakthrough you have been starving for is hidden in the words I am about to speak. They want you to believe that time has weakened my word. They want you to think that because you have been waiting in the dark for so long, the light has forgotten your name. That is a lie from the pit of hell. My faithfulness does not have an expiration date. In fact, the intensity of your current battle is the greatest evidence that your victory is already on the horizon. Why would the enemy fight you this hard if you were not carrying something explosive? Why would the shadows try to swallow you if you were not about to shine brighter than the sun? I see your tears. I see the ones you shed in the middle of the night when the silence was too loud. I see the ones you choked back in a crowded room because you felt like no one would understand the heaviness in your chest. Not a single drop has been wasted. I have been collecting them in a bottle, and each one is being turned into the fuel for your manifestation. Your health, your peace of mind, and your future are not just items on a checklist to me. I am intimately involved in the fabric of your life. Stop listening to the voices of unbelief. They are small, and they are terrified of what you are about to become. You feel that sudden calm in your spirit right now. That is my peace. A supernatural peace that surpasses everything the world tries to sell you. It is a warm blanket on a freezing night, and it is entering the places where anxiety has held you hostage for far too long. Feel the knots in your stomach loosen. Feel your racing thoughts slow down. Everything is not falling apart. Everything is finally falling into place. I am holding you right now with arms you cannot see, but your spirit can definitely feel. I have loved you since before the foundations of the world were laid, and I am not about to let you fail now. This message is your sign. It is the divine green light you asked for. Do not walk away. Do not get distracted. The most critical revelation for your specific situation is coming up in just a few moments, and you cannot afford to miss the shift that is about to happen in your heart. The struggle is ending, and the tranquility is taking over. This is the moment your promise awakens. Are you ready to see what happens when the creator of the universe stands up for you? Because the shift is just getting started. And what I reveal next will change how you look at your enemies forever. I need you to understand something deep within your soul. Not a single second of your suffering has been in vain. In the grand design of your life, every moment of pain was a setup for a comeback that will leave the world speechless. You've spent months, maybe years, feeling like you were drowning in a sea of your own tears, wondering if anyone heard your silent screams in the dark. I am here to tell you that I heard every heartbeat. I saw every drop that fell from your eyes. And in my kingdom, those tears are not signs of weakness. They are the holy seeds of your future harvest. Think about the story you've been living. Once upon a time, you were full of dreams and fire. You walked with your head high, believing that anything was possible. But then, the world hit you. Hard. Day after day. You faced the grinding reality of disappointment. You worked more hours than you had energy. You gave more love than you received. And you prayed until your voice was a whisper. Yet the sky seemed like brass. Then came that one day that dark, defining day when everything shifted. Maybe it was a betrayal, a medical report, or a financial collapse that felt like a death sentence. Because of that crisis, you felt like you were buried in a tomb of despair. You felt like the promises I gave you were just cruel jokes. But here is the secret that the enemy doesn't want you to know: you weren't buried. You were planted. There is a massive difference. When you are buried, it's the end. But when you are planted, it is only the beginning of a growth so powerful that nothing on earth can stop it. Every tear you shed was watering the soil of your destiny. Every night you spent wondering, why me, was actually a training ground for the authority you are about to walk in. I have been collecting those tears in a bottle, every single one. Not because I am a distant observer of your pain, but because I am an intimate participant in it. Each tear tells a story of a battle you fought when you thought you were losing. Each tear reveals a level of sincerity and heart that most people will never possess. And right now, my grace is reaching into those wounded, hidden places, the ones you've even tried to hide from yourself. And I am bringing a healing that is permanent. I am not just putting a bandage on your broken heart. I am giving you a brand new one. While the world offers you cheap distractions, entertainment that numbs you for an hour, or substances that mask the pain for a night, I am offering you true, deep, soul-level rest. The kind of rest that goes down into your DNA and repairs the damage done by years of stress. Feel my embrace right now. It is real. It is constant. My arms are wrapped around your future, shielding you from the attacks that were meant to destroy you. You are being held by the one who knows every hair on your head. The one who saw your potential before you even took your first breath. Do you think it's luck that you are still standing? No, it was my hand. When the enemy tried to take you out, I stood in the way. When the shadows tried to consume your mind, I was the light you couldn't quite explain. You are a survivor, but I am promoting you to a conqueror. The fact that you are still here, still listening, still hoping against all odds, is the proof that the fire didn't burn you, it only refined you. You are coming out of this furnace smelling like smoke, but looking like gold. Sit. But here is the real question. Are you going to keep looking back at the wreckage of your past? Or are you going to look at the massive breakthrough I am building right in front of you? Your future doesn't belong to your history. It belongs to me. And I am telling you, the magnitude of the blessing I am about to release is going to make you forget the years of lack. The joy that is coming is so heavy, so thick, so undeniable, that it will wash away every memory of the lonely nights you spent crying. Yes. I am not just changing your circumstances, I am changing your identity. You are no longer the victim of your story. You are the hero of a divine masterpiece, but stay alert. Because as the blessing starts to pour in, the voices of the envious are going to get louder. They can't stand the light that is starting to glow from your face. They are confused by your peace because they know what you've been through, and they don't understand how you're still smiling. Let them wonder. Let them watch, because what I am about to do next is going to require you to have a level of wisdom and strategy that you've never used before. I am preparing to open doors that have been double bolted for decades, but you need to know how to walk through them without tripping over your own doubts. We are moving from the healing phase into the strategic phase. And you need to be ready for the instructions I'm about to give you, because the shift is about to get very, very real. The world is screaming at you right now. Can you hear it? It is a constant, chaotic roar of anxiety, fear, and bad news. The system is designed to keep you in a state of permanent panic, making you believe that everything is falling apart and that you are just a helpless bystander in your own life. But I am stepping into that noise to tell you something that the world hates to hear. My peace is not a suggestion. It is a sovereign decree over your mind. I am releasing a tranquility right now that makes no logical sense to anyone watching your life from the outside. They see the storm. They see the bills piling up. They see the relationships fraying. And they wonder how you are still breathing. They wonder why you haven't collapsed yet. Here is the answer. You are being fueled by a source they cannot see. I am giving you the kind of peace that guards your heart and your mind like a fortress under siege. This isn't that cheap, temporary inner peace the world tries to sell you through apps and distractions. This is the peace of the Almighty. It is the silence in the middle of a hurricane. It is the cold water in the center of a desert. Feel it settling over you like a heavy, protective mantle. Feel it entering the places inside of you that have been tight with tension for so long you've forgotten what it feels like to be relaxed. I am loosening the knots in your stomach that were formed by months of worry. I am quieting the voices in your head that have been screaming that you won't survive this month. But why now? Why are you experiencing this shift in this exact moment? Because we are entering the high peak of your trial. The pressure has been building. The mountain has been getting steeper. And the air has been getting thinner. You've reached the point where human effort is no longer enough. You've tried to think your way out, work your way out, and talk your way out. And yet, here you are. This is the climax of the struggle. And right here, at the most critical point of the climb, I am demanding that you stop fighting in your own strength. The world tells you to hustle harder and grind more, but I am telling you to stand still and watch me work. My grace is healing your heart right now in ways medicine never could. My love is reaching into the wounded places that you have tried to hide even from yourself. You see, the world offers you masks. It offers you entertainment to numb the pain and substances to blur the reality. But I offer you a deep, lasting, permanent healing that transforms you from the inside out. Your soul is being soothed with a calmness that is completely foreign to this fallen world. I am not just masking your symptoms. I am healing the root cause of your turmoil. I am digging up the lies that were planted in your childhood and replacing them with the ironclad truth of who you are in me. You belong to me. You are not a product of your mistakes. You are not a slave to your past. You are a citizen of a kingdom that does not experience recessions, pandemics, or defeats. I am holding you right now, and while your physical eyes might be blinded by the fog of your circumstances, your spirit knows the truth. Your soul knows it is being held by the one who spoke the stars into existence. I have loved you since before the first sunrise, and I have been searching for ways to prove that love to you in tangible, undeniable ways. This message is one of those proofs. This is not a random occurrence. It is divine orchestration. Do you think it's a coincidence that you are hearing these words while the rest of the world is distracted by nonsense? This is my Holy Spirit pulling you into my presence, because there is something specific, something urgent that I need to tell you. Do not stop. Do not wander away. The next few minutes are the most vital part of this entire encounter. I am going to answer the questions you've been too afraid to speak out loud, the ones you whispered in the dark when you thought the ceiling was the only thing listening. I heard them, and I have the answers. The struggles you are facing are about to hit a wall. You want them to end, and I am telling you that the breakthrough is not just coming, it is here, standing at the door. But you must be willing to let go of the old way of thinking. You cannot enter a new season with an old mindset. You cannot carry the baggage of unbelief into a land of promise. I am giving you the answer that will satisfy your deepest needs and wrap you in a tranquility you've never known. This is the living Word of God, and it has the power to transform the very atoms of your situation. I rejoice when you come looking for me. It brings me joy when you quiet the noise of the world and tune your spirit to hear my frequency. I am right beside you, even if you feel alone. Do not let your emotions dictate your faith. Your feelings are real, but they are often liars. You can feel abandoned while I am carrying you on my shoulders. Grab hold of your faith and anchor it in this promise. I am with you every single day, ready to demonstrate my power the moment you seek me with a sincere heart. We are moving past the pain, and we are moving into the power. But to jump to the victory, you have to be willing to face the final truth about the enemies who have been trying to steal your future. And that is exactly what we are going to expose next. Cast out of your life right now every single trace of unbelief. I am talking about those nagging whispers in the back of your mind that question if I am truly real, if I am actually good, or if I even have the power to fix the mess you're in. Flush them out. Do not give those thoughts a seat at your table. Do not entertain them for a second longer. Unbelief is a silent cancer. It starts as a tiny seed of doubt and grows until it chokes the life out of every miracle I've planted in your heart. You've been playing it safe for too long, but safety is the enemy of the supernatural. You need to distance yourself from the spiritual coldness that has been trying to settle over your soul like a thick fog. Do not let yourself grow lukewarm. It happens so slowly that most people don't even notice until they wake up one day and realize they feel absolutely nothing. They pray, and it feels like they're talking to a brick wall. They read my word, and it's just dry ink on a page. That is a dangerous place to be. and I am calling you out of it right now. Stir up the fire that used to burn in your chest. Remember where I brought you from. Remember the pit you were stuck in before I reached down and pulled you out. Remember the doors I kicked open when the world told you, no, you have seen my miracles before. And I am here to tell you that I'm about to do it again. But this time, it's going to be on a scale that you can't even comprehend. I know you're tired of the battle. I know you're exhausted from the constant effort it takes just to keep your head above water. But look at me. Your future does not depend on your bank account, and it certainly does not depend on the opinions of people who don't even know my name. I am telling you this clearly, so you stop wasting your precious energy on the gossip and the stabs in the back from those who look at you with nothing but envy. There are people in your life right now who are watching you like hawks. They aren't watching to celebrate you. They are watching to see if you'll finally break. They are waiting for the moment you give up so they can say, "See, I knew they weren't that special." Listen to me. Their envy is not your problem. Their darkness cannot handle the light that is starting to radiate from your spirit. They will tell you that the blessings coming your way don't belong to you. They will claim you don't deserve the promotion, the healing, or the restoration. They will call it luck or coincidence because they are terrified of the fact that I have chosen you. Instead of engaging with their drama, come back into my presence. I will give you the wisdom and the ice-cold patience to endure their petty attacks without losing your joy. While they stay awake at night plotting your downfall, you are going to sleep like a baby because you know that the creator of the universe is your personal bodyguard. I am going to provide everything you need, but I need you to step up and work with the responsibility of a leader. I am not looking for passive spectators. I am looking for partners. I will bless the work of your hands, but your hands have to be moving. Manage your resources with intelligence. Stop being foolish with what I have entrusted to you. I am going to multiply your efforts and blow the hinges off doors that have been locked for decades. These are doors you tried to shoulder charge in your own strength and couldn't even budge. I am going to open them with a whisper. And when I open a door, there isn't a man, a demon, or a system on this planet that can shut it. This is why I am commanding you to come and hear me every single day. This isn't just a religious routine. This is your lifeline. Every word you hear from me is pure strength and raw prosperity for your heart. My words carry a creative force that can restructure your reality. When you lay your head on your pillow tonight, let my voice be the last thing you hear. Let my promises echo in your subconscious while you sleep. I am sending a river of holy water to run through your soul, washing away the grime of the day and healing your interior while you rest. But before you drift off, you have to give me the garbage. Hand over the anger you've been nursing. Hand over the remorse that has been eating you alive. Hand over the frustrations that make your blood boil. Do not go to sleep with a troubled spirit. If you keep replaying your mistakes, you are just punishing yourself for sins that my blood has already washed away. There are things you did years ago that you're still carrying around like a heavy backpack. Drop it. The shame is over. The guilt is canceled. I have set you free, and it's time you started acting like a free person. Your days are about to become bearable again. I don't want you waking up with a knot of dread in your chest. I want your steps to be firm. I want you to walk into every room with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are backed by the King of Kings. You belong to me. You are mine. Not because you're perfect, but because I purchased you at the highest price possible. I am your shield, your defender, and your provider. I am guiding you by the hand toward green pastures where you will flourish while your enemies watch from a distance. Stay firm, because the master plan I am about to unveil is going to require you to leave some people behind. And you need to be ready for the separation. Never forget the tender and sincere affection I have for you. But do not mistake my kindness for weakness. This relationship we have is the most valuable asset in your possession, and you must protect it with everything you've got. Do not let the shifting winds of life blow away the fire you feel when you talk to me. Do not let time or the dull routine of a mediocre life make you take my presence for granted. I have blessings with your name on them, actual, tangible miracles held in my hands right now, and I am ready to release them over your family. But first, we have to perform a spiritual extraction. Close your eyes and let me pull out those frozen doubts that have been paralyzing your hope. I am reaching into your mind to remove the lies planted there by the enemy, by the system, and by people who wanted to see you fail. These lies have been blocking the flow of my blessing into your life for far too long. You've been told you aren't enough, that you've made too many mistakes, and that you're just a face in the crowd. Those are the lies of the elite who want to keep you controlled. Now, tell me, with your own lips, speak it out loud right where you are, that you accept my word. Declare that you are done with the crumbs and you are ready for the table I've prepared. Feel your heart calming as you say it. Feel the anxiety draining out of your body like poison being flushed from a wound. I am telling you something critical when you feel surrounded on all sides. When it feels like the walls are closing in and there is no escape. That is the precise moment when a massive blessing is about to burst through. That feeling of peace you're experiencing right now, that is my spirit confirming to you that the shift is happening. But you cannot be passive. You must feed your heart with my word and refuse to allow the parasites of doubt to eat your faith. Stay firm. Do not waver. I have the final word on your life, not the doctors, not the bankers, and certainly not the critics. I am moving to heal you from every disease that has been slowing you down. Rise up with the courage of a warrior, because every curse, every debt, and every traumatic memory from your past is being evicted from your life right now. Your liberation is not eventually coming. It is standing at the front door, and it is about to kick it open. Chains are shattering this very second, chains of addiction, chains of poverty, and chains of depression that have held your family hostage for generations. They are falling off and turning to dust because they cannot exist in the presence of the light I am pouring into you. Joy and happiness are coming to you in full hands. I am not talking about a little bit of relief. I am talking about an abundance that will make you the envy of your enemies. I am going to perform a miracle in you so powerful that your mouth will be filled with praise and your heart will overflow with a joy you can't contain. It's going to spill over onto everyone around you. When I speak, it is done. when I promise. It is fulfilled. You are going to see this with your own physical eyes. This isn't a fairy tale. It is a manifestation of divine power in a world that has forgotten how to believe. You will receive enough to meet your needs and so much more that you will become a source of blessing for others. As I increase your territory, do not become stingy. Do not hoard what I give you. Let my generosity flow through you. Pray with a new intensity. Pour your heart out to me, and let me touch your body and soul with my power. Open the doors of your soul and give me access to every single room. Stop keeping parts of yourself locked away. Let me into the dark closets of your heart. Let me bring light into the hidden, wounded places. And watch how quickly the darkness flees. Shit. You have fought so hard. You have stayed firm and persistent when everyone else would have understood if you had quit. You didn't listen to the mockers. You didn't pay attention to the experts who told you it was over. You kept believing against all odds. And now, the day has arrived for you to obtain the victory. This is your season of provision. Commit your plans to me and watch how I order your steps. Delight yourself in my presence, and I will grant you the deepest petitions of your heart. I am ready to show you marvelous things that are beyond your current ability to comprehend. I challenge you to believe me at a level you've never reached before. My promises are not just written on paper, they are engraved in the fabric of the universe. Everything is possible for the one who can believe, but believing is an action, not just a feeling. Get up, stand on your feet, make the decision to withdraw from the people and the habits that are distancing you from me, those friends who drain your energy and mock your faith. They won't be there when the storm hits. Material things won't save you if you lose your soul. Do not trade what is eternal for what is temporary. Seek me continually and trust that I am giving you everything you need for the explosive growth that is coming next. Listen to me carefully, because something beautiful, great, powerful, and amazing in your life is about to happen right now. I am not exaggerating, and I am not using hyperbole to get your attention. I am telling you the absolute truth from the throne of heaven. There is a massive shift taking place in the spiritual realm at this very second, and it is about to manifest in your physical circumstances with the force of a tidal wave. There is movement in the heavens on your behalf. My angels have been dispatched with your name on their ledgers. Doors that have been rusted shut for decades are being unlocked. Obstacles that felt like mountains are being ground into dust. Enemies who plotted your downfall are being thrown into total confusion, and the resources that were illegally withheld from you are being released. Joa, tell me right now that you believe it. Do not just passively watch this video. Engage your spirit. Let faith rise up in your chest like a fire, and declare that you believe what I am telling you. I am returning to you everything that belongs to you. I am talking about the things that were stolen by the enemy, the things that were taken unjustly by people you trusted, and the opportunities you lost because of the lies of others. I am going to restore them all. I am going to make full restitution for every single thing the devourer stole from your life. I am pleased with your way of being. I like who you are when nobody is watching. I see the real you, the one that is flawed and imperfect, but still chooses to seek my face. You have been attacked so many times that you lost count. People have caused you pain that you did not deserve, and they did it with a smile on their faces. They wounded you with their words, their betrayals, and their calculated coldness. But listen to me. I am going to pour out so much blessing upon you that those past attacks will not even matter anymore. You will be so overwhelmed by my goodness that the scars of the past will fade into insignificance. Receive this truth and stop worrying about those who seek to cause you fear. They have no power over you. They cannot stop the train of blessing that is headed for your life. They cannot block the light I have placed inside of you. You are privileged. Do you realize that you are hearing words and revelations that millions of people will never hear? This moment you are experiencing right now, this intimate conversation with your Creator, is something people would give everything to have. But you are the one here. You are the one listening. You are the one receiving. That makes you favored. But you must stay firm. Do not let the coming blessings distract you from the one who gave them to you. Do not let success make you proud, and do not let prosperity make you forget that you are nothing without my breath in your lungs. Envious people wanted to get you into deep trouble. They plotted against you in secret meetings, and they schemed behind your back. They tried to rob you of your dignity and your reputation. They spread lies and rumors hoping to see you crash and burn. But look at you. You are still here. You are still standing. The attacks did not destroy you because I was your shield. The plots did not work because I was your defender. You have not lost your faith, and that is the greatest victory of all. You could have lost everything else, and it wouldn't have mattered as much as your trust in me. I love that you have learned to prioritize what truly matters and discard the petty intrigues of your enemies. The light that comes from you is blinding them now. They cannot handle being in your presence because my spirit in you exposes the darkness in their own hearts. My favor on your home causes them so much anger that they cannot even sleep at night. While they are tossing and turning, consumed with jealousy, you can rest with total confidence. Relax, knowing that I guard your life, your family, your home, and your job. I will take care of them, and I will deal with your enemies so you don't have to. You do not need to fight them. You do not need to defend yourself. I will make them calm down, or I will remove them from the equation entirely. They have realized that no matter what they do, they cannot cause you even the slightest worry anymore. That is your greatest weapon. Your peace is their greatest frustration. They have tried everything to disturb your spirit, and it has failed miserably because your peace does not come from your circumstances. It comes from me. Their own families are in chaos because they rejected my word, but you decided to follow me. You recognized that I was the only way out of the hole you were in. You gave yourself to my will with all your heart, and that decision changed the trajectory of your entire bloodline. Know that not everyone is like you. Many people have hardened their hearts and become bitter. They blame me for their disappointments instead of seeking my face. But you are different. You know that your happiness and your future do not depend on people. Your life and your blessing depend only on me. People will fail you, but I never will. People are unreliable, but I am constant. I want you to continue walking this path. Every day you will get better and stronger. Even your enemies will eventually come to you asking about the God you serve. They will see the joy on your face and want the secret. And you will tell them, the secret is me. There is an even greater blessing further ahead on this road. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of the most explosive season of your life. Keep fighting, and do not you dare give up now. Do not quit when you are just inches away from the finish line. You have come way too far, and sacrificed way too much to turn back into the shadows of your past. I know you're suffering in a way that no human being ever could. I know every sleepless night where you stared at the ceiling wondering if I had forgotten my promise. I know every anxious day where you had to fake a smile while your heart was breaking inside. I have been there through every agonizing second of it. I have walked through the fire right beside you, even when you couldn't feel the heat, because I was absorbing it for you. And I am going to help you. I am going to bring you through this final stretch with a power that will leave you breathless. I know your pain, and I see exactly how it affects your soul. I see how it drains your energy and tries to steal the joy I planted in your spirit. But I am going to heal you from the inside out. I am not just putting a temporary bandage on your wounds. I am going not just to give you a moment of relief. I am bringing complete, total, and absolute healing that goes all the way to the root of your trauma. I see your tears as they fall when you cry out to me in the secret places, imploring me to do a miracle in the lives of those you love. You have prayed for your children when they wandered away. You have prayed for your spouse when the silence in your home was deafening. You have cried out for your parents, your siblings, and your closest friends. You have stood in the gap for people who didn't even know you were fighting for them. You have begged me to intervene, and you have pleaded for their salvation with a sincerity that moves the very foundations of heaven. And believe me right now, a miracle is going to happen soon. For me, there is nothing impossible. There is no heart too hard for me to soften. There is no situation so complicated that I cannot untangle it in a heartbeat. I am not limited by the laws of your physical world. I am not constrained by what your bank account says or what the experts claim is feasible. I am the God of the impossible, and I am going to do what you asked in a way that is far better than what you imagined, and at a time that is absolutely perfect. This year, you have to make a definitive and unshakable decision to believe in my word with everything you have. You must seek me in prayer like never before, because I am bringing powerful and permanent changes to your life. Make that decision right now. Do not wait for a better mood or a better day. Choose today to be the day your faith becomes your primary weapon. I'm going to change the things around you that have been stuck for years. I am talking about situations that felt like they were set in concrete. They are about to shift suddenly. Relationships that were shattered beyond repair will be restored by my hand. Doors that were double bolted by your enemies will be swung wide open. Resources that were withheld from you will be released with interest. I will cause many situations to change in your family, in your work, and especially in your finances. Those areas that have been constant sources of stress and agonizing struggle will become the very places where my blessing and peace reside. I'm going to make your life prosper in a way that defies natural logic. I am going to make your dreams come true, even the ones you were too embarrassed to tell anyone about. I am bringing to reality your deepest longings and your highest hopes. Things you have desired for decades are about to manifest in your physical world. Things you prayed about so long ago that you almost stopped believing they were possible are about to come to pass. I am resurrecting the dead things in your life. If you want to know my will, then go to my written word. It is inspired, it is holy, and it is your roadmap to victory. Study it, meditate on it, and let it transform the way you think. I want my commandments to be engraved in an unforgettable way on the tablet of your heart. I want my wisdom to be so deep inside your mind that you know exactly what to do and exactly how to respond when the enemy tries to bait you into a fight. When temptation comes, you will stand firm, because my word is your anchor. When a crisis hits, you will not panic because my promises are your foundation. I want you to grow deep roots right now. Roots that are so strong and so intertwined with my spirit that no matter how hard the winds of life blow, they cannot move your faith. I want you to have the absolute certainty in your soul that I hear every single one of your prayers. The incense of your voice reaches my ears, and it is beautiful to me. Not one prayer you have ever whispered has been lost or ignored. Not one cry of desperation has been overlooked. I am collecting your tears, and I am answering your petitions. I have heard with intense attention every single word you have spoken to me. Whether you prayed with bold confidence or with a voice that was shaking with fear, I heard you. You have asked for things that seem impossible to your human mind, but your heart knows me. You know that my power is supernatural, and you know deep down that I am going to answer you with the marvelous miracle you have been waiting for. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Even though it seems to you that your faith is small or insignificant, I am telling you right now that to me, your faith is beautiful and gigantic. It moves my heart and it touches my spirit in ways you cannot comprehend. I love hearing the sound of your voice when you pray. I love it when you call out to me for good and holy things, for the protection and the blessing of your family. Those prayers do not annoy me, and they do not burden me. They delight me. So I am telling you to stop suffering for them right now. Stop carrying the crushing weight of anxiety about your loved ones as if you are the one who has to save them. Your pain and your anxiety will end soon because I am taking your burdens into my own hands. I am carrying what you cannot carry, and I am going to handle what you cannot handle. The tranquility that I am sending you right this second, let it wash over your mind like a cool rain. Your suffering has ended, and the season of constant pain is officially over. Stand up and lift your head because your victory has already been won in the spiritual realm. Stay firm and make sure you talk to me every single day. Through your prayer, every obstacle that was designed to stop you will be removed from your path and distanced from your life forever. Prayer is not just a religious ritual. Prayer is warfare. It is the means by which you change the atmosphere and manifest my will on the earth. My dear child, I created you to be blessed and prosperous, and for your life to have an abundance that is based on my divine word. I am not talking about the shallow version of abundance the world pursues, which is just material wealth without spiritual health. I am talking about true abundance, spiritual abundance, an abundance of peace and joy and purpose. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. There are many people who prefer to live in spiritual misery, and they want you to join them. They will try to convince you to lower your expectations, and they will try to make you feel guilty for hoping for a better life. Do not listen to them for a second. Clean from your mind every single thought of defeat. I am your Almighty God, and absolutely nothing is impossible for me. I know about those matters that seem so difficult to you that only you and I talk about. The secret struggles and the hidden battles that you haven't told anyone because you thought they wouldn't understand. I know it all, and I am using this exact situation you are living through now to elevate you above all your problems. I am taking you under my wings, where you will always be safe from the attacks of the enemy. When you have to fly in the heights, I will take you by my hand, And from that perspective, you will see how small your problems really were. I will remove from your path every person and every situation that tries to divert you from the blessing plans I have for you. That door that closed recently was not a rejection. It was my redirection. That person who walked out of your life was not a loss. It was my divine protection. I prevented situations that would have led to your destruction, and you will soon understand why I allowed certain difficulties to happen. You are going to stand with your head held high and your hands full of blessings that you didn't even have to fight for. Never forget how precious you are to me. You are not just a number in a crowd. You are known by name, and you are loved individually. Stay firm for the sake of those you love, even if they do not understand what you are doing right now, and even if they do not respect your faith. The time is coming when they will see the results. They will bow their heads in my presence, and they will finally give you the value and the respect you deserve. They will recognize the calling on your life and the anointing that I have placed upon you. I am taking away your pain so you can see things from my point of view. Dedicate time to me and obey my word. Feel my affection embracing you every single day and night. I am not a distant God. I am right here taking care of you and guiding you toward a victory that is already yours. You have been tested long enough, and the testing season is finally over. Now it is your turn to be blessed, and the season of increase is beginning. You have suffered enough, and you have learned the lessons that will sustain your future. Nothing you went through was wasted. Every tear taught you a lesson, and every struggle strengthened your spirit. You were so brave, even when you didn't feel like it. You faced afflictions you didn't expect, and the enemy tried to shake you like wind shakes wheat. But look closely. In your desperation, you released seeds. They fell to the ground wet with your tears, but they are rising now as a harvest that nothing can stop. I want it engraved in your heart that this year you are going to gather a great harvest. The seeds you thought were dead have returned to life, and they are being converted into fruit right before your eyes. These are beautiful, big, and true blessings that will enrich your spiritual life, and they do not bring sadness or tension with them. I have put you in the precise place where you can prosper. If you understand that I am your shepherd and that your provision comes from me, you will never lack anything. Do not put your complete trust in any mortal being. People are instruments, but I am the source. If you obey my commandments and leave behind the pessimism, I will do a miracle that will leave you in awe. Everything I have spoken over your life is moving into a state of total fulfillment, and you are about to see it with your own physical eyes. This is not some distant religious theory or a lucky break. This is the weight of my word crashing into your reality. You want to change, and you want things to finally go well for you and your family. You desire a transformation with every fiber of your being, and I am telling you right now that I am ready to transform you. I have the power to change hearts and minds overnight, and I am going to do exactly that for you. But I always need your faith to be the bridge. Faith is what gives me permission to override the natural laws of your struggle. You are entering a new land that very soon you will see with your own eyes. I need you to leave what is behind and stretch forward your hand with an unshakable faith. Cling to the blessing that I am placing right in front of you. The test has passed, and your time has come. Right now, I will do beautiful miracles in your life, and everything will be better in your family. Your faith combined with my power is a force that no demon can stop. That is why every day I insist, and I will keep telling you that you need to bend your knees and pray constantly. This has been a season of continuous battles, and there has been a massive war in the spiritual world for your life. The enemy has not given up, but he has already lost. He is still fighting and still scheming because he is terrified of what happens when you finally realize who you are in me. But you do not need to be afraid of his noise. I am fighting for you, and this is the time for you to rise up with a courage you've never known. You are brave, and you are strong, because you are mine. If you want to see changes around you, then you have to stand up and take your place. Your situation is getting better right now. Keep making the effort and leave the difficult things to me. Leave the things that are beyond your wisdom and your strength in my hands. Read my word and seek me constantly, because I am transforming your circumstances and the hearts of the people around you. Many doors are opening for you in this very moment. Work will abound, and you will not lack for bread or provision. After a time of hard trials comes the year of opportunity, but it is only for those who are truly awake. It is only for those who are paying attention to what I tell them every day and who have their eyes and ears wide open to my spirit. This is not for the spiritually asleep or those distracted by the vanities of the world. It is for you because you have stayed faithful in the test and in the need. You did not abandon me when things got hard, and you did not turn your back on me when the pressure became unbearable. You stayed close, and you stayed connected. That is why I am lifting you up right now and placing you in a position to administer blessing and true prosperity. I am going to put you in a position of influence, and I am going to entrust you with resources that will amaze you. You have not thrown in the towel, and that pleases me more than you know. My eyes have rested on you with a special favor. I want you to expand your dreams right now. Do not be afraid to make gigantic plans and projects. Do not think small, and do not limit yourself based on your past failures. I will bless you so that you achieve profitable things without getting into debt and without being a slave to anyone. Treasure this word you are hearing, and do not discard the promises I am giving you. You are going to be very surprised by everything that is about to happen. Your friends and your family will soon see how greatly my grace surrounds you. Days of intense blessing are coming, where you will harvest the fruit of your faith and your determination. That day is coming when you will cry with pure happiness and laugh with a joy you haven't felt in years. But right now, you have to believe me. You cannot stop, and you cannot waver. If an obstacle opposes you, then face it with firmness. When you knock it down, the gates of heaven will swing wide and abundant provision will rain down on you. Every morning, the sun rises to remind you that there is a new opportunity for your life. You will receive new strength from my holy word to face every challenge. I will be by your side in the dark nights and in the bright days. Blessing is receiving joy from above, and divine provision that satisfies the soul. Blessing is facing every conflict with the absolute assurance that you will not be defeated. Blessing is being content with your daily bread while trusting in your divine shepherd to lead you to more. I will provide what your soul longs for and what your family needs to thrive. I will give you the wisdom to prepare your spirit to grow every day. My word tells you that days of blessing are coming, and I am telling you that the blessing is already at your door. Face whatever comes with faith, and tell me that you believe me. Keep fighting until the very end, because in my love you will always find the strength to conquer. It is my will that you battle, and that you do not stay locked in your room crying over your past. Rise up, for your season of victory is here. It is time for you to recognize that you no longer have any time to waste accepting the lies and the fiery darts that the enemy throws at you. You have seen too much, and you have overcome too much to be distracted by the petty whispers of the shadows. It is time to believe in my word with a fierce intensity because of all the wonders I have already done in you. If I have helped you until now, it is because I love you with a love that has no end. If I have delivered you from the claws of the devourer, it is because you are immensely valuable to me. And if the people around you do not recognize your importance or your worth, then you must come back to my word and fully trust that you are worth everything to me. There is no way to measure your value, nor this immense love that I have for you. Right now, as you hear these words, your heart is beginning to feel a heat it hasn't felt in a long time. Your tears are starting to flow because you realize all those times my voice called you in the dark and you thought you were alone. I have protected you in ways you won't fully understand until you reach my kingdom. I will continue caring for you, guiding you, and providing for you with a supernatural hand. Believe me with all your heart. Whatever happens next, I will continue loving you, and I will continue fighting for you. Everything I am doing in your life right now is beautiful, and it is permanent. My power surrounds you, and my love fills the cracks in your soul. The anointing of my Holy Spirit is renewing your mind and transforming every negative thought into a fruit of strength. I want to protect you, and I want you to be well, but I also want your spirit to be hardened like steel. I want your faith to dictate your conduct and stabilize your feelings so that you are no longer a victim of your circumstances. Do not cry anymore over the situations you are living through. Just take one more step of faith, and you will see what looked like a tragedy be transformed into an unexpected gift. Allow me to bless you and learn to wait just a little longer for the full manifestations. This is why I insist so much on the value of resisting and remaining firm. Do not throw away everything you have planted just because the storm got loud. Do not let an evil person take you out of your place and harvest the blessings that belong to you. They will try to deceive you and tell you that you are not intelligent enough or capable enough to manage what is coming. Discard those words immediately. I myself give you the capacity to manage your harvest. I am giving you the wisdom to sow again with full hands so that your land produces fruit that will sustain your family for generations to come. Trust in me, and your table will be heavy with abundance. I am changing your way of thinking right now. I am giving you a new level of courage so that you finally see yourself as I see you. You are my daughter, and you are my son. I have a powerful and special purpose for you, and I have placed you in a precise location where you can prosper. You are meant to be a blessing to everyone who crosses your path. This message was orchestrated for you, so listen to it again until the hidden wisdom becomes part of your DNA. I do not want you to suffer, but if persecution comes, tell me that you will remain firm until the final second. Tell me that you will never reject this love and the powerful blood that washed you clean. Your eyes are about to see the impossible made into reality. Everything is possible for you because you have chosen to believe me. Your faith is the majestic assurance that what you hope for is arriving right now. My Holy Spirit is calling your attention every morning and every night because I do not want your heart to stray into vain thoughts of unbelief. I never get tired of hearing your voice and it never bothers me when you ask me again and again. That is what real faith is. You believe, you ask, you persist, and you receive with joy. Go back to my promises and speak them out loud until the atmosphere changes. Keep believing because I know exactly what you need. Your enemy does not rest, and he wants you to forget your faith, but you are going to stay in my word. Treat people with love and put my commandments into practice and watch how the blessings arrive one by one. You are getting out of your debts, and you will never return to that slavery again. Do not associate with the wicked who seek to harm others, and do not look for false oases where money reigns. Whatever you need, I am the source, and I am providing it. Be brave and work hard where I have placed you, because that is where the supernatural increase will find you. Your process is ending, and your test is over. Your pain has officially ended, and your miracle is beginning. Your life of sadness and loneliness stays in the past where it belongs. By hearing these words, your faith has been ignited, and you are looking forward with the smile of a winner. You are not a loser, so get used to thinking like a champion. Faith gives birth to life, and my word created the very universe that surrounds you. You are believing in living promises that shake the supernatural world. Your time of despair is finished. This is your life, and this is your mission. Your reward is here. Take the crown of victory and the peace that flows from my throne. I love you, and I am with you until the final day. You have done an incredible job staying with me through this journey. But before you go, let us reflect on the profound truth we have uncovered today. The story of your life is not a series of random accidents. It is a divine script written by the Creator who refused to give up on you. The greatest lesson we take from this encounter is that your waiting was never wasted time. It was invested time. You have learned that faith is not a feeling you conjure up, but a decision to stand on the Word of God when the world tells you to sit down. You have discovered that your tears were seeds, and your struggles were the very soil required for your greatness to grow. The message is clear, the verdict has been issued, and the ruling is in your favor. You are moving from a season of testing into a season of reigning. But remember, the blessing is not just for your comfort, it is for your calling. You are being blessed so that you can be a beacon of hope to a world lost in darkness. You are being restored so that you can show others that restoration is possible. Carry this victory with humility and this power with responsibility. The chains are gone, the doors are open, and your future is brighter than any dream you've ever had. Stand tall, child of God, for your moment has arrived. If this message touched your soul and you believe that your breakthrough is happening right now, type 999 in the comments to claim this blessing. If you feel there is something I can improve to make these messages even more powerful for you, please press 0 or leave your honest feedback below. I value your perspective. And most importantly, if you want to stay connected to this flow of divine inspiration, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support is the fuel that keeps this mission moving forward. We are in this together, and I cannot wait to see the miracles that are about to unfold in your life.